Hi there, Sandra here from createinspain. As you know, I like to make the most of my supplies, so I'm doing a little experiment today because it isn't something I've tried before, but I think it might work quite well. So I've got some watercolour, liquid watercolour here. Okay, and I've got this for ease of my experiment, and these are quite concentrated colours. But I've also got some silver texture paste, and I want to see if I can make a difference to the colour of this so that I can vary it, because if you have one texture paste it's one thing, but if you've got 3 or 4 then the cost mounts up. And most of us, if we've got texture paste, we've probably got some way to colour. Now, a little word of warning: don't try doing this with acrylic and alcohol inks. It makes like a chewing gum. The two do not work well at all, so don't even bother thinking about it. I've got light orange in here. Let's see what effect we can get. Now, the reason I'm using a texture paste is because it's thick enough to start with and it's not going to make a sloppy mess. Whereas if you started off with a paint and then started watering it down, it might be. So this is my first colour swatch, and that is, how would I describe that? It's a yellowy greeny colour. Quite pretty. I'm going to try adding this lemon yellow to it. So this gets quite interesting. Now, if you do not have liquid watercolour or other forms of watercolour, if you've got food colouring, believe me, that might do the trick as well. Okay, so that's a stronger version of it. I'll put the silver in, because I really didn't need to make that much of it to test it, did I? So yeah, basically it looks like you can tint the silver and still get a metallic look, and it will end up being a metallic look paint. And it's still acrylic, so it's going to have all the usual properties of acrylic. You just changed the colour. Now, depending on how well you mix it up, you could end up with a streak effect, or you can have it as a solid colour. But yeah, I think that works quite nicely. In the interest of wasting nothing, I dumped the contents of those 2 little reservoirs onto a piece of photo card and just rolled it. And I think that is rather a pretty effect. And I've got this lovely looking, with a thumbprint on it, not so clever, but never mind. I have this lovely metallic shimmery background to use, and this will wash off quite easily with soap and water, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Hope you've enjoyed that little video. I will see you again soon. Take care now.